Greg Wall. Inside row number 2, didn't even get to run a heat race or feature last night. Broke early in hot laps. The race for up 74, number 48 out of Searcy, Arkansas is Alan Brown. To his outside, the Hammett Construction. Number 29, he's already made his way in tonight's Schoenfeld Hennis Mid-America Street Stock Championship, is Keith Hammett. Inside row number 3 should be the 5J of Jordan Turner. Looks like he's about making the call, so it'll now be the Bill Fry Motorsports Kuntz & Company 66 of Bill Fry to Greenbrier, Arkansas, and pulling double duty as well, the TA Motorsports 1XA out of Walnut Ridge, Arkansas is Tony England. 6 cars, 8 laps. Here we go, IMC Modified Heat Race number 2. Clay Norris sets the pace, fire off. Track is starting to take some more. 3 wide for second. Greg Wall got a door full of the 29 of Hammett and the 48 of Alan Brown there. Now Wall pushes up the track. Hammett goes from second to 6th just like that as Anglin goes to the inside of Hammett now for the 5th position. And lap number 1's going to go to the 23N of Clay Norris. Brand new wrap on that machine. Debuted it last week here at the Batesville Motor Speedway. Alan Brown lost a drive shaft last night. Currently running second. Greg Wall, great run on the outside of Bill Fry. He'll move into the 3rd. Fry 4th, Anglin 5th, and Hammett into the 6th position.
Well, we're underway now in heat race number 2 for the IMCA mods. Got one off the pace. Well, no, actually, check that. He just came back onto the racetrack. That's the 5.
Turner.
Jordan Turner.
The start.
Yeah, he's a couple of laps down, but he's in the race. And Clay Norris still leads him in turn number 3. Great battle heated up for 3rd and 4th. Greg Wall, Bill Fry, door-to-door. And also Anglin and Hammett have a little battle at the line.
Yeah, 2 of those guys that we'll see in the Street Stock feature event later on in the evening. They'll have to turn around and run quickly because the IMCA Modifieds will run just 2 features above the Street Stocks on the night. Right now, it's all Searcy, Arkansas's Clay Norris. Norris had the top 2 father-son combo ruined by Ashton Wilkie this year in point standings, but Clay Norris still a very respectable 3rd in the final rundown. Alan Brown currently runs 2nd. He started to come on late in the year, started to get better and better. Now Tony Anglin going to try to cross over the 29 of Hammond. He will motor down the back straightaway and clear the 29 and move into the 4th spot. Jordan Turner currently runs in the 6th position. 5 laps complete, 3 to go. 5 down, 3 to go. It's pretty much single file right now. Alan Brown runs the middle. Bill Fry runs the bottom. Wall runs the middle. Tony Anglin up top. Keith Hammett on the bottom. Now Hammett going to get by the 1XA of Anglin now for the 5th spot as we complete lap number 6. Clay Norris in a world of his own.
Yeah, I was going to say that, Wesley Gwaltney. You've got Clay Norris completely almost a 2.5 second interval difference from second on back. And from there on, second through the top 6 of Brown, Fry, Wall, Hammett, England. They're right there with one another. And we got one
Greg
going around. Wall spins.
Turn number 3.
Yeah, Greg Wall spins it around off of turn number 3 and 4.
White flag in the air. He is out of the racing line.
There's no caution.
I guess we'll bring it to the checkered flag here in last lap of heat race number 2. Your winner out of Searcy, Arkansas, the 23N of Clay Norris. Coming home second now in the race for up 74, number 48 out of Searcy, Arkansas is Alan Brown. And 3rd out of Greenbrier, Arkansas, dirt late model legend, the 66 of Bill Fry. Keith Hammett and Tony Anglin round out your top 5. Alan Brown stops over there in turn number 2. Not sure if something broke there. A 21W of Greg Wall will actually end up in the 6th spot, and Jordan Turner rounds out the field in 7th.
So I'm wondering something here. A lot of tracks I go to across the country, they have the receivers.
Yeah.
Do y'all use the receivers up in the tower
this year?
Okay.
And we did it for the race for 74 last year, and it works out really well. We got a great crew over there in the score tower. They are the most awesome people in the world, and they like pickle pops. If you didn't know, I love pickle pops.
The pickle pops.
Is a huge fan. I did not freeze any of the pickle juice for you because I wanted to save you some trouble. I'm not a big pickle pop fan.
I'm not a fan of popsicles anyway. Just give me ice cream.
It's just a little cup of frozen pickle juice. I'd rather take ice cream at that point.
It's just frozen pickle juice?
It's just frozen pickle juice.
That's all it is.
Oh, it's...
So if I decide to make me my own pickle pops at home, just get some Mount Olive pickles, take the juice, stick it in an ice cube maker, stick some toothpicks in them, and stick them in the freezer, and you got them.
You don't even have to do the toothpick thing. You just... Do what?
The 7 was Jeff Taylor now?
Yeah. All right, here we go for the 3rd and final IMC Modified Heat Race of the evening. I mentioned his name a while ago.
We went from pickle pops to drivers' names, okay? So
in the Batesville Slot Cars and Hobby Larry Shaw Race Car Southside Grill, number 17, out of Batesville, Arkansas, it's Young Money Ashton Wilkie. Wilkie came home second in the final point standings here at the Batesville Motor Speedway. To his outside, it's the boss, Chris Lloyd, in the A to Z Signs More 1X out of Perrywood, Arkansas. Inside row number 2. The one go, I didn't get to talk to Mikey, but I was going to tell him this tonight. I said, keep the fenders on it, Mikey. Inside row number 2, the McShear Trucking Trucks of Arkansas 7X.
It's a modified. They don't have fenders.
They have he has some sheet metal. Mikey will find a way. The Rosebud Rocket and Mikey Bill inside row number 2. To his outside, the points champion for the 3rd time in the last 3 years. And 4-time out of 5 years for the 32N of the Wizard Mark Norris out of Searcy, Arkansas.
The Wizard.
Inside row number 3, you're gonna love this one. So jumping into the Jeff Taylor Motorsports 7M, last night was drove by Mark Ellis out of Newport, Arkansas. Tonight, out of Cave City, Arkansas, it's the Animal, Jeff Taylor. And to the outside of him in the 87 is going to be Lonnie Cox, Jeff Taylor, the Animal, and the Wizard Mark Norris all in the same heat. And Young Money, Ashton Wilkie on the front row.
This is a good heat race.
And the boss, Chris Lloyd. I came up with that one last night. I like it. Chris Lloyd, the boss. We got Young Money, Rosebud Rocket, the Wizard, the Animal, Jeff Taylor. I feel bad for Lonnie Cox because I do not have a nickname for him. But
Lonnie Cox, the Fox.
The Fox, Lonnie Cox?
The Fox, Lonnie Cox.
I like it. So we got
There
Young
you go.
Money
That'll
and
work.
the boss on the front row.
I'll use what I work for. We'll use that as a slogan.
The
That'll
Rosebud
work.
Rocket and the Wizard on row number 2.
Everybody's
the
got
Animal,
a
Jeff
nickname.
Taylor, and the Fox, Lonnie Cox
The
on row
Fox,
number
Lonnie
3.
Cox. There you go.
I really like the way that one sounds. The Fox.
Well, sometimes they just work. Fox, Cox, Cox, Fox.
You work for Fox.
I
so
do.
That's just how that works right there.
It did. It worked out
you read your
perfectly.
shirt. That's what you did.
I looked at my
got you.
shirt. I thought Fox. I said Cox. It'll work. There you go. Bingo. Is that
Young Money, Ashton Wilkie, the 13-year-old, got his first ever feature win this season here at the Batesville Motor Speedway. His father, Jason Wilkie, a multi-time point champion, actually made the race for Hope 74 last year, driving for Rick Ingalls Jr. Ashton going to try to make his first ever race for Hope 74 in a couple weeks here. These modifieds put on a great show, but I can't wait for this street stock feature event in a little bit. I want to know who our 4 provisionals are first off. So we'll have 28 cars, but 50 laps, $10,000 to win, $800 to start. The
that's gonna
23rd
be
annual
awesome.
Show and Field Headers Mid America Street Stock Championship. That's the finale on the night. And like, there's a co-main event. It's like a boxing card. The co-main event will be the KMSA Arkansas Mini Nationals, and then you're like pre-card. We're
the undercard.
We're the undercard.
And the main
yeah.
event is the street stock race.
Without
There
a
you
doubt,
go.
those
We're
street
not
stocks are
disappointed
amazing.
in that. We're not disappointed in that at all.
Being called an undercard is fine with me at this point.
Or it's a double main event.
The
Will that
co-main
work?
event with the KMSA and then the Show and Field Headers Street Stock Championship. They get Greg Wall's car off the speedway. We're going green this time.
Let's do
The
it.
battle of the nicknames. Young Money leads them to green. Here comes the Rosebud Rocket. And the Animal, Jeff Taylor, goes from 5th to 3rd. He's looking for the lead. He will take a peek to the inside of the Rosebud Rocket and Mikey Bell. It's the battle of the 7s. The Animal, Jeff Taylor, drives in a deep slider inbound on Bell Bell. The Rosebud Rocket hits the
the
top
Fox
side of
is
the
in
Rocket.
trouble.
The Fox is struggling, but give the lead from 5th to 1st in one
Wow.
lap. The Animal,
The
Jeff Taylor. Here comes the Rosebud Rocket, Mikey Bell. He's going to lose ground. Here comes Young Money, Ashton Wilkie. And the boss, Chris Lloyd, almost into the wall. The Wizard, Mark Norris, currently runs 4th. Lloyd in 5th. The Fox going to pull it off the speedway as we complete lap number 2.
Every driver on the track has a nickname.
I love it.
I love
nicknames. The Animal, Jeff Taylor, currently pulling away from Young Money, Ashton Wilkie. The Rosebud Rocket, Mikey Bell, all over the back bump at the 17. It's a battle of 17 and 7 for the second spot. And the Wizard, Mark Norris, and the boss, Chris Lloyd, complete your top 5 with 3 laps complete, 5 to go.
They go back to turn number 1 and 2. The Animal is definitely showing his claws and paws here tonight at Batesville Motor Speedway. Jeff Taylor leads the way. Great battle for second. Ashton Wilkie, Mikey Bell battling side by side. Now Wilkie under attack. Bell will go to the outside. He'll clear him back. Oh, to the inside comes Mikey Bell, and now Ashton on the bottom in 1 and 2.
Ashton Wilkie wants to be on the bottom. That's where he won the feature event. There goes Mark Norris into the wall. The Wizard,
shower of sparks.
The Wizard struggling a little bit there. Ashton Wilkie wants to be on the bottom. That's where he led all 20 laps of a feature event earlier on this year to pick up his first ever feature win. 5 laps complete, 3 to go.
The Grasshoppers are loving the racing.
Yeah.
They
They're
love the
mesmerized
racing.
about- The Rosebud Rocket and Mikey Bell going to look at cross over the 17 of Ashton Wilkie. He will. Wilkie going to cross him back over into turns 3 and 4. Wilkie and Mikey Bell, the veteran versus the young gun at the line. It's Wilkie as we have 6 laps down, 2 to go.
So, laps wind down, back into corner number 1 and 2 to the back straightaway. Your leader is Jeff Taylor, the Animal. He is out in front. He has cleared everybody in his midst. Battle for second continues. Ashton Wilkie 17, 7X Mikey Bell. They're door-to-door again and again and again into 1 and 2.
1 lap to go here. Now Wilkie going to slide right in front of Mikey Bell. Is Bell going to go to the top side or the bottom? I bet you it was going to be the top without a doubt. But your winner of IMC Modified Heat Race number 3, out of Cave City, Arkansas, the Jeff Taylor Motorsports number 7 of the Animal, Jeff Taylor. Race to the line. 2nd goes to Young Money, Ashton Wilkie. 3rd, the Rosebud Rocket, Mikey Bell. 4th, the boss, Chris Lloyd. And 5th, the Wizard, Mark Norris. You got to get everybody's nickname in there, too. I haven't had these approved.
You forgot about the Fox.
The Fox rounds out 6, but he pulled off with what? 2
Okay, but
first lap?
I'm the guy that gave him that nickname, so he needs to get
That
plugged.
might be why he had to pull off early when you gave him the nickname. The out-of-towner. The dude from North Carolina gives him a nickname, and he pulls off early. But,
cool deal, though.
G-Animal Jeff Taylor picks up the win. That moves us to our final set of heat races on the evening before we have the top 18 transfers, actually. No front-wheel drive heat? Okay. Front-wheel drives will just have a feature event later on in the evening. So we'll jump right into the top 18 transfers, and here they are, folks.
What is this, like their hot lap session?
This is the hot lap
This
session.
is their hot
See,
laps
the
from the
black.
18 that made it in from the heat races last night. Okay.
Picking up the win in heat race number 3 last night, the Brookshaw Driving School, Mark Martin Automotive UFO out of Bald Knob, Arkansas. It's the dirt track legend Wayne Brooks. Behind him, a winner of this event just 2 years ago in the Odell Trucking 135 out of Republic, Missouri is Burrow Woods. Burrow Woods came home third in heat race number 3. Then behind him, the Nelson Farms N1 out of Milan, Tennessee is Dale Nelson. Dale Nelson will be in the redraw. He won heat race number 6 last night. The 25M Philpott Auto Care Machine out of Greenwood, Arkansas is Andy Milliken. Milliken, the lone Camaro to make it out of heat race action last night. Milliken and the 25M machine came from heat race number 1, finished second. Also out there, the Odell Trucking 133 out of Odessa, Missouri is going to be Jim Moody. Jim Moody was second quick overall on time trials on Thursday night and finished up second in his heat race last night to the G1 of Tony Anglin, who's not out there yet. Also out there, 3 years ago, he was the champion of this event. The Welsh Shavings Incorporated 111B beat his boss last night in the heat race. Out of Stoutland, Missouri is Tim Brown. Then out of Moody, Missouri, the 9 of Carmen Vincent. Vincent and Tim Brown had a great battle in heat race number 4 last night. Also out on the speedway, Tim Brown's son, the Welsh Shavings Incorporated number 11 out of Stoutland, Missouri of Derek Brown. Derek Brown came home third in heat race number 1. Behind him, grabbing the last transfer spot of heat race number 2, the Bad Boy Mowers, Battle Armor Accessories number 23, defending champion of this event out of Batesville, Arkansas, Kevin Salter.
And again, these are the hot laps for the 18 drivers that made it in from the heat races last night. I think we split it up 9 and 9.
Against the board. Is that my final lineup?
That's from last night for me.
These are just some, I believe it's 9 of the drivers from last night that already transferred in. We'll have another group of 9.
Yeah, they would split them up.
Wayne Brooks dominated heat race number 3 last night. Wayne Brooks is in the redraw along with Robbie Arnold, Jeff Floyd, Richie Tosh, Dale Nelson, and Tony Anglin. Reminder, folks, these are the guys who already made it in. They get 12 laps of hot laps here just to see what the track's going to be like. The track will go through some changes coming up as we have several feature events coming up. We have the IMCA Modified. The Hobby Stocks will go first. Then it'll be the IMCA Modifieds, the front-wheel drives, the KMSA Mini Stocks after our intermission after this hot lap session. And then our finale on the evening is the 23rd Annual Schoenfeld Hunters Mid-America Street Stock Championship. Here at the Batesville Motor Speedway, $10,000 on the line, $800 to start. What a show it is going to be, folks. If you've never seen this event, if you've never been here to the Batesville Motor Speedway for the Schoenfeld Hunters Street Stock Championship, you are missing out. These guys are absolutely amazing. Jim Moody and Tim Brown will call it good on their hot lap session. They both take it to the pit area. The other guy's going to get a couple more laps in. Looks like the 135 of Burrow Woods also good. Burrow Woods, it has been a tale of 2 years for him. 2 years ago, he won this event, dominated it in the Odell Trucking 135. Last year, blew a motor on Friday night, put a brand new motor in on Saturday night. They drove 6 hours up into Missouri to get the motor. His car owner, Jim Odell, and brought it back down, put it in. He had to run through a B main and had a great showing in the final feature event. But there was a little bit of carnage going on throughout the night. I mean, these guys are not giving an inch for $10,000. I don't blame them. I wouldn't give an inch as well if I was out there driving for $10,000. But that'll do it for group number 1 of the Street Stocks. These are the top 18 transfers from last night. We had 6 heat races taking the top 3 to tonight's feature event. We got 6 from the B main earlier. We're still looking to find out who our 4 provisionals are, which main 2 we're worried about are the lucky draw and the bidding war, which we'll have in a little bit. But we'll move on to the next group of drivers. First car on the speedway in the Anglin's Body Shop F1 TA Motorsports machine out of Walnut Ridge, Arkansas. This man has been in a street stock event every race we've had this year. but he's a late model driver through and through for the past several years, for the past 2 decades. And the Fireball, Jeff Floyd, got it done last night in heat race number 1. And behind him in the A to Z Signs Award number 49, a 3-time winner of this